Hello and welcome back. Is Twitch actually going to show me my stream this time? Let's find out. It still says I'm offline. Give me a moment, this is annoying. In the meantime, I will transition into Blender. It still says I'm offline. This is an annoying thing. Oh, come on. Are all of my streams going to start like this? I really hope not. Oh. It's working. Okay. I think we're good now. Da-da-da. Okay. So, I am going to be following this tutorial, as I just posted in the chat. I have watched it previously, but I'm going to apply it. I have a bit of an animation set up, and I want an excuse to try this tutorial. So I'm just going to use it for this. It may not be appropriate, but I'm going to follow the tutorial anyway. So basically, we need to start. Everything in OBS is looking right, I think. Let me just make sure the stream is good. I can't hear the audio, but I think it's just because my setup is quiet. Audio levels look okay, so I'm just gonna trust that. Oh, everything just minimized. Give me a second. Okay. I think we're good. So... yeah, okay, great. So yes, basically it's a tutorial. Actually, let me hide. That one. It's a tutorial to get fancy particles to come flying off of an object and to linger behind it as it moves. So this is the base object. I'm not sure if I need to apply it to this or to that, but I'm going to apply it to this anyway. Oh, actually no, it doesn't move. I'm going to apply it to this one because it does move. So let's just ignore that for now. Yeah, this is... Actually, I'm going to leave the other half. I've broken this thing into two parts. Ignore this whole mess. It's not relevant for this just yet. But basically, this icosphere moves. And I'm going to have it have a little trail of particles, which I think will be cool. Why is my stream so much quieter than YouTube? Give me 1 second, sorry, I need to try and figure this out. Let me just check. Am I really that much quieter? I don't think I am. Yeah, that's weird and confusing. Because my my volume seems to be as high, but I'm massively quiet when I listen back to my Twitch stream. So I don't know. I'll just leave that in chat in case anyone shows up. Okay, so let's get on with this. Yes, anyway, okay. So I'm just going to skip through the tutorial a little bit. Yeah, so he is working on a separate one, so... Actually, I shouldn't add it to the particle ICO. let's add a dupe icon and add it to that one. And I'm just going to apply... No, I'm not going to leave that. Okay. Anyway, so this is our dupe icon, which we're going to use. Let me just isolate that. Yeah, everything else we will leave. Okay, tutorial. And we're going to add a simulation zone. Actually, no. New one. Sorry, I'm just rearranging my windows. I need to make this a bit bigger so I can see what it's doing on the screen. Yeah, so basically he's just explaining how the simulation zone works, which is great because I really need to get my head around it. But functionally, like, it does everything within this zone every frame. So his example was using a transform geometry node to increase this by 1%. So then if we play this, it gets a little bit bigger every frame. And that's fundamental to how this whole thing works. Okay, so we are disconnecting this. This was just demonstration. Pardon me again. Now yeah, this is the one I want particles coming off of. So we will drag this in here. Make it relative. Okay, and then we're going to distribute points in volume. So mesh to volume, and then dist in volume. Oh, did I go local on the wrong thing? Oh, I did, okay. That was confusing. Okay, so... yeah, he's just explaining how to do this. Okay, and then, so let's just say, I have no idea how dense I want this to be. Sure, that's completely arbitrary. And then, to get that into the simulation, we use a join, geometry, plug them in and plug that in. So that becomes part of the simulation. And now when we hit play, because it's already animated, it leaves a trail. So that's fun. because it's just distributing those points at every frame. So that's nice. I like that. Oh, and he's using... Oh, I don't know if I want to do this actually. Because it might break the loop. What he's doing is using scene time in frames to set the seed so that the distribution of points is different, which does definitely look better, I think. Because without that, they're all exactly the same. So it does get a little more variation. Oh, it's not that different, actually. I thought it'd be more significant. I guess it's because those are already simulated, aren't they? Honestly, it looks the same to me. Maybe on a bigger mesh it would make more difference. Anyway, I'm not going to do that because I need it to be the same all the time. Although I may change my mind about that later. Anyway. So we're going to store the initial value, change the value every frame, and use the value as point radius. Okay. Because basically the further away, sorry, the longer it lasts, the smaller it gets. So each of these points that are created, each frame will get a little bit smaller. So sort of as they are further into the object's history, basically, they disappear. So we can do that. Store named attribute, math, node, set to add. And a named attribute node. LT stands for lifetime. Okay, and we're going to use this to set the point radius. Hello, May. You okay, baby? Hello. You're right. Yes. The points grow instead of shrinking at present. So I imagine we need to map range? Or just multiple -1? Yeah, map range. Okay. So we're going to come in here and map range. Here you go, so you can see the effect of it here. Let me restart the simulation. Oh, it's not working as I thought. I swear it was working for a second. Also, I really hate these ones that are far apart. That's gonna bother me, but anyway. Yeah, why is it... Hmm. Didn't it do that? How did I already go wrong? Hang on a second. Oh. Right, okay. This goes to here. This goes to here. I think. Yes, there we go. I really wish those... Maybe I should just increase the frame. The FPS. That may break everything. I'm not sure. Okay, let's just call this one, basic particle follow. Yeah, so that's what that one was. That was me just being a bit silly and not paying enough attention. Like this morning when I spent like an hour trying to fix something that I already fixed and didn't realize because something wasn't plugged in. At least this was more brief than that. So yeah, if I... Now, because... No, everything is set to seconds, I think, so it shouldn't change things if I change the FPS. If I do like 60... Oh. Oh, it really messes my camera up, huh? Ooh, damn. Okay. Okay, so here's where it starts bouncing left. So if I put this at 60, at 104, damn. Yeah, okay, I must be using frames then, rather than seconds. Bugger. Let me have a look. No, I'm using seconds. I mean, this is very clearly a me thing. Well, no, obviously it makes sense. Because I'm changing how many seconds this takes. So yeah, duh, okay. Just give me the camera. We only need these so I can keep an eye on it. What's the easy way to do this then? This is not meant to be what I'm doing today. Because I just really don't like how far apart it gets at times. Oh, hang on, let me... In general, it's fine. But yeah, I really wish that trail was a bit more consistent. Okay. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh my god, I'm so brain dead. I shouldn't have started streaming again. What do I need to do? If it's 300 frames at 24 frames a second. That's 12.5 seconds. So then if I do 60 divided by 12.5, I get 4.8. That doesn't help me. Okay. 60 divided by 300 is 0.2. So 12.5 divided by divided by, oh my god. Six, so 3, 1500? That's not right. 24. 40, it's going to be 600. So it's going to be 7-ish. Oh my god, I'm so brain dead. This is ridiculous. How about I'm going to leave that because my brain is not working. And let's just do the animation. Let's just do this tutorial instead. And I will fix the frame rate later. How about that? I think that sounds great. Okay. Okay. Pardon me. And then we need to... Pardon me. Delete geometry. when point radius is 0. Okay. That just keeps it running quicker, because otherwise it keeps all the points that are at 0 radius. Okay, now we're going to make it a bit more stylish, apparently. Going to add some noise. See, the professionals, I will say, the professionals always go from colour and then use vector math instead. And I don't do that one up for a tutorial, and I still haven't figured out precisely why one is better. I trust that one is better, but I couldn't tell you how. Yeah, this is a little much. Okay, wait, yeah, 0.9. Yeah. Da 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 da. Yep. Okay, hang on. What are we doing? Scale of 1 and 0 for detail and distortion. Okay. Yeah. 1. Oh, and 0 for roughness. Okay. That's not quite having the effect I want it to have, so maybe let's change that slightly. Scale. Yeah, because that's having an effect on where the elements are placed. It's not having any effect on the actual cloud itself, I don't believe. No. Okay, so something is wrong. Is it because that Ico is being instanced in the scene? Might be. Let's realize. That looks a bit more like I'm expecting to see. Yeah, that's definitely doing better things. Okay, good. Okay, back to our dupe Ico. I imagine now it's just making the noise look prettier. Because his is on a figure running in a certain direction, so he biases the noise towards that direction. But I don't really want to do that. Also, I might let these trails last a bit longer. Yeah, that might work better. If I do 0.2. Oh, yeah, that's a giant mess. Not a huge fan of that one. I think that's a bit better. Let's say... Yeah. Okay. I am liking this better, although I may turn the distortion up a bit. Yeah, no, that's not doing what I want. Okay, we definitely do get better results using the color node. I stand corrected. I want it to be a bit more differentiated, though, is the thing. Yeah, normalizing on is definitely better. Yeah, I think I like that. Excuse me for one moment. Okay. Okay, so I'm not sure how I want to alter that. I'm not sure how I want to alter that because I don't mind the general shape, but I mean, basically, he's starting with quite a large mesh, so it's quite easy to get more detail. Whereas mine obviously is not, so that's just slightly tricky. Oh, okay. Let's just play with the noise then. Maybe we just use that. Maybe that's good enough. That's too much. Okay. What did I have it on before? 16-inch? 16, 17? Okay. That's not bad. Like, obviously imagining it with, you know, color and things. But that's not bad. I think that will probably work okay with my scene. I'm contemplating making it smaller. I kind of want to keep about that many points, to be honest. Maybe even more. Maybe more but smaller. I'm not sure. More but smaller, maybe? I don't know. Well, let's save that for now because it's working. I mean, what was this at before I changed it? 100. So let's do this at 200 and turn the interior band up. No, I think I preferred it before. Let's try that. Dun, dun, dun. No, I still think I liked it before. Okay, if I put this down to like 100. Oh, that's teeny. Okay, 200. I'm not sure. I kind of like the flamboyance of 500. I mean, 400's not too bad. Yeah, the only thing is we're also going to run into issues where where they disappear. So I'm not sure how to fix that, because that's going to be an issue. My initial thought is to basically extend this to 500. Have it render from 200. But have the particles exist before that. So if we come here, well, that's completely different. Oh yeah, I didn't do any of the changes. So if I put this here, no, it's still a completely different place. No, that's not going to work because the original's based on scene time. God damn it. Okay. How do I fix that? Because I need this to already have the trail. I mean, I can just composite it over. That wouldn't be too bad. I mean, that'd be doable. Just from, like, the last 100 frames or whatever, and just throw them back on top. Because the only thing missing is the particles. It's in the right place. So yeah, I think I'll probably just have to composite, like, the last remaining X frames. I think that's probably the best bet. So what we will do is do a quick little export. Particle follow test 1. Oh, that won't work because I'm not properly exporting it. Hang on a second. Give me a moment. I need to make sure I'm not wiping anything particularly useful out of my temporary folder, because I keep way too many renders in my temporary folder. Like, I literally have folders of renders in my temporary folder. Like, in some cases, all of the records of entire shorts renders are just sitting in the temporary folder. So that's not ideal. Okay, let me just quickly do some file organizing. And then I won't have to worry about accidentally wiping things. I'm just putting everything in a temp folder. Okay. Okay, that is fine. Okay, now, actually, let me make this black, because that will be easier. Sure, okay. Save, view, port, render animation. Yes. Now we can watch it twice. Yeah, I'm not sure if it needs more particles, but I can always add more later. This is just to test that it actually will work the way I expect it to. Oh, there's a preview of the colouring of the actual thing. I think that looks sick as hell. I'm really impressed with how it came out, to be honest. But we're not looking at the pretties at the moment. We are looking at add a movie. We'll add that test. How are we going to do that, though, actually? Oh. This is actually going to be a nightmare, isn't it? Okay, let's do this. Yeah, this is not going to work. Because I'm still going to get to this point where it doesn't have the history. Yeah, I'm not sure how I expected that to work, to be honest. Because yeah, I need this frame to be there. And then yeah, I don't know how I thought that was going to work. Okay, we do need to fix it then for the animation to work. Okay. Alright, so we do need to fix that. So let's come in. And here is where I wish I hadn't separated them. Because these are different. Technically. Okay. Well, I can just get the cubes later, that's fine. Okay, so let's take this ICO. Let's unlocal this. Turn off the particle dupe. Save that. And so basically we're going to say this ends at, I mean, 200's enough, right? Hang on, let me actually check this. Okay, so at 100, it's at about 100, it's bouncing in this left corner. So if I go, oh, you can't even see it. 100 frames is enough by the look of it. Yeah, okay, let's say 100 frames. So this will be to 400. If I set this to 200, does it start with a trail, actually? Let me see that. It does! Oh, that's handy. Okay. So we move everything by 100. We start at 100. And then in here we say right, because I keyframed that mix, didn't I? Yeah, that's been moved. And I keyframed this mix, and that's been moved. So that phase offset isn't going to work because that's not 0. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a pain. Because it's landing there. Yeah, that's not even remotely right. And I believe that's because when I mix in here, it's doing 1 way back here. I wanted to do it in frames, but the tutorial did it in... Was this... No, I made that myself. What am I talking about? Was this a tutorial? No, I made this shit. Why did I do it in seconds when I always prefer to do things in frames? I don't know. Anyway, so let's do this divided by 24, and that should get us the same numbers. And let's just apply that everywhere I've used frames. Everywhere I've used seconds, rather. And nothing should change. Although I will put into group input that's the frame rate. Actually, I should do that now before I forget. Group input. And value is frame rate. Okay, we have frame divided by 24. And frame divided by 24. So then now, I should be able to subtract 100. I think, in my brain, I think this should work. We'll see if it does. No. Okay, have I missed anything? Oh. Hang on. The order is wrong. It needs to be this. Oh, God damn it! I just undid the thing I did. Because if I do it this way, it should be right. I think. I think. Okay, so now, if I've done it correctly, it should stay in the frame. And it should follow the animation it used to. Yeah, it does! Okay, nice. Now, if I'm right, now this won't work because the particles dupe is in this one, and this doesn't have the updated. Oh, yeah, it does. Okay. So what are you following? I go 01. Oh, you're following this? Yeah. You're not, though. Oh, it's because I hadn't gone back to 0. Okay. Okay, so I may need to render the first 100 frames and then just ditch them. Because then it will have them in the lead up. So when we get to, yeah. So when we get to 100 frames, ooh. Or not, because it, oh. Okay. Oh, this is seconds divided. I want frame divided. Frame divided. Okay, hang on. Now we'll see if that fixes. Nope. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay. So, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Yeah. Okay, so maybe what I will do, because currently I'm reverting it back to the start with this mix node, telling it to go back to the start basically towards the end, like right at the very end here. So maybe what I need to do is, rather than telling it to go back to 1, telling it to go to domain size minus 100. Well, not minus 100. Oh, this is such a pain. Because that's why the reason it bounces here is because it's going from, and why it like holds still, is because it's going from the last index to the first index. That's why it suddenly skips there and nowhere else. So rather than it starting at the first index, I need it to hit 100 and 400 at the same index. But I need it to repeat this chunk first. So how am I doing that? So at this point, yeah, this is it hitting 1. So immediately before that point, actually no, 100 before that point. So at 300, what is it at? Show me this. That does not help me. Because that's not going to be exactly 100 behind. God damn it. Okay. Shit, this is going to be hard to replicate. How am I going to get it to do that? This is gonna suck. Because I need this to perfectly do the same movement there to there. So it can pick up from 1. Okay. Yeah, that's not doing anything. Unless it is. Let's find out if it is. Actually, maybe it is. Okay, hang on. Let's just dupe everything including 300. Now that square is at 401, yes? Yes. Okay. No, that's completely wrong. Isn't it? Yeah, it shouldn't bounce in place quite that much. It should be a bit more dramatic. Okay. I don't think the baking killed it, but I don't think the baking helped. Yeah, because that's what it should be doing. And baking animation definitely did not give me that. Kinda working one. Okay, give me that back. You know what? I don't think that's working. Wait, was it animating without that? No, it was just standing there. Why is that going twice as fast now? No. Okay. Let us revert. Okay. Oh, there is a nasty little... Oh. When did you start doing that? Oh, this is such a pain. Okay. Give me version 7. Yeah, okay. This one starts clean animation. Okay. Because it really needs to do all of that. Actually, surely, couldn't I do that in here? And just do what I've been describing in this. Hang on a second. Make this 400. No, not like that. Oh no, I can't because I don't have animation of that. Oh no. Because I don't have animation of those bits coming before. Because it's really like I need the inverse. You know, because I need that frame and yeah, I need all of those frames to be applied. But not in reverse. Because reverse does not do the thing I need it to do. Because reverse makes the tail stronger as it goes back. No, I can't do the thing. This is so frustrating. Well, I can get 30 frames out of it currently. Hang on. "30 frames does not get me much. No, 30 frames is not enough. Okay. How do I do this? Okay. So if I drag everything, actually, let me see literally all of these things. Even the shit I'm certain I don't need. Everything. 100. Oh wait. Does that? No, it doesn't, does it? Really? Did my... Yeah. Yeah, include hidden, thank you. That's what I wanted. Oops. Okay, so if I do this and bring this up 300, then that will replicate that. Okay, let's add it on the end rather than trying to change the middle. And then this last 100 frames will become our first 100 frames lead-in. Because if I can get this to match, to lead into this, then we should be fine. So what do I need? I basically need to start from 300 or 301. Let's say straight from 300. Yeah, from 300, I need it to be from 1. So... why is this in... Oh, I hadn't done the frames to seconds thing yet. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Divide by 24. Divide by blue. And name that one frame rate. That becomes that. Da 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 da. Okay. Yeah, so anywhere seconds is in becomes that. There, and there's one more over here. Throw that in. So now it's by frame. Let me just double check I haven't broken everything. I think it's fine. I still need to tweak the actual noise, but have I changed this? Yeah, I have. I'll fix it later. Oh, it's the other noise texture anyways. Oh yeah, that will break because we need to just double check it at 300. Yeah. So basically my plan is, because I currently already manually reset the position to 0. Like I do that for the positioning here. Because right at the end, or the last, yeah, these last frames is to reset it to 1. And this is just manually set to 0. So this sets it back to like a frame of 0. So basically I think what I need to do is take this, and instead of setting that to 0, do this subtracting 300. And let's make it 301 to cut the end off, but I think that should do it. I didn't see any obvious change. So let's say 400. No, it just keeps bouncing in place. Okay. Oh, that's the wave text. Right, that's yeah, there. Okay, fine. Okay, that's going to be the same deal here. I'm gonna say between it was 297. Okay. So frame subtract 300. No, subtract 301. And we are going to mix. It's going to be until 297. It's going to be here. And then go away, spam, I don't need you. Then at 301 it is fully there. And then it will keep doing its usual stuff, maybe. Not yet. Okay, that's just the Z, not the other positioning. Okay. So let's, to save us re-keyframing, do that one. No. Okay. Why? What have I missed? Oh, I've screwed up. That's what I've missed. Oh, no, I haven't. No, it's right. So this should be counting it as 295. But it's not. Position. This is fully driven by this. Yeah, 265, 27. It goes back to 0 and then starts counting up. So why does it just bounce in place? Oh, that's so annoying. Yeah, the number is going up like I would expect it to. What am I doing wrong? Because that's 3.387. Which I would expect to see. Yeah. So why, if that number is the same... Oh, I didn't redo that. Right? That's why, because this sample index is back to 1. So rather than 1, it should be that. Right? Oh, no. Okay. So at 301, it's at 156. At 1, it's 158. It's... It should be the same. Why is it not the same? Oh, the factors here is still... Okay, I mean, I can change that and just make that start at 300. I don't really think that'll fix it, though. Oh, no, no, no. No, that's a mess. Okay. I think this mix is the trouble. I think... what's a better way to switch? Maybe keeping this where it is. Perhaps. I'm not sure. I'm going to keep that because I'm not sure. Because if we keep this 300... No, I've broken something. Okay. Divide. Oh god, I've broken everything. God damn it. Oh, it's doing okay. Now it's rubbish. Okay. So... maybe we keep that, but this one, rather than being index 1, is... this. Subtract 300. and we go 0 to 1. Mix A, sure. 300, it's none. 400, it's 1. This one. This one. But it's not 300, is it? No. Okay, give me this number. And at 300, it is 7.58427. And at 1, it is 0.585206. So then if I come to 301, if I do this, it is basically the same. So if I plug this in here, oh god, wish me luck. Nope. Nope. That's not working at all. Great. Yeah, that's at 0, so nothing should have changed. Oh, it's because it's clamp? No. Why is it not transitioning anymore? But if I put this up here, it transitions? No, okay, it's not that broke it. Okay. I'm dividing this twice, maybe that's why. Let me see. Nope. I need this to keep moving, and it's not. Because that number should... Let me check this again. Give me this number again. Okay, you're at 1.75. So if I go back to here, yeah, that is the number I would expect to see. Oh, is it because this is oh, okay. Is that right? Yeah, it does a little bounce before the move. It might not be frame perfect, but it is the right motion. Okay. That has given us what well, an approximation of what we need. Because we just need, like this last 400 won't be seen. We just need that to put over the top of this first chunk that doesn't have it. So if I come to 100, 2902, I mean, it's in a slightly different place, I think. It hits the ground at 104. Is the camera in a different spot? Why would the camera be in a different spot? Okay. Progress. Now you do the bounce thing. Okay, I think that's working. So if I put this at 100. Let me just see if this works. Why is it down? I can't figure out why it's down. That's so strange. Okay, why is the down different? Oh, because I'm doing the swap here. Okay, so if I do that... Oh. No. That didn't do it at all. God damn it. I thought I was onto something. Is it just a different point in the bounce? No, because the bounce is off screen. Okay, 403 is the bounce before it jumps. It's just further down. Why is it further down? Why? Because this doesn't seem to be doing anything. This is frustrating as hell. For some reason now, I cannot click and drag when I have something already selected. I can click and drag normally, but then it won't let me click and drag anymore. It's very frustrating. Brand new development, and I hate it. Why? Why is that different? So 100. I mean, it may still be usable. Maybe? If I go 50 and 350. Okay, it is equally different. So if I just render... Why is it different though? That's the thing. Why is it consistently approximately 1 icosphere or half an icosphere? How different is it? What icosphere is there? It is literally 1 icosphere lower. Okay. So what is it when it goes from here to here? Because there, you can see it hits right there. And then if we minus 100, sorry, minus 300. Yeah, so somewhere in this transition, it's losing height? It's not hitting the cubes though, right? Oh! Oh, I think I know why. I think I know why. Because the cube animation stops. Okay. Kinda working. Let's get you in here. And... switch. I go all, only open. Okay. Do we have that same issue? If I go... Yes. Why? Right, they stopped moving. Okay. Oh, right. Same deal. Okay. So, you make this just 300 like I did for the other half. Here. So now, if I go 50... Okay. I think maybe I've done it now? Okay, so if I go there to there, I think... No, it won't loop, but... I think it should do its job. Actually, it kind of does loop, actually, doesn't it? Almost. Why does it not quite loop? That's... there. Ah, right, because I had that extended too far. Okay, easy fix. Okay, let's do another test run. I think that should give us what we need so that I can loop it back in. So I can give it this as backing. But let us turn that off. Turn that off. And honestly, I kind of actually want to turn that off too. Yeah, just give me the particles, please. I'll do it properly with the real one, but if we do this, and actually, did it automatically name the test render? I don't remember. Yes, it did. Okay, great. So let's come in here. 2 and viewport render animation. Run this through. I think it is doing what I need it to. Yeah, that looks right just from eye. So let's come in here and try this. 1 and movie. I can just drag it in, hang on. Okay. Why does that stop at 300? Oh, did I have the thing checked? I bet I did. No? 399. Oh, 100 to 399. Seriously? Why did it do that? My test is giving me 100 to 399. That's not what I wanted, right? No, I needed the first 100 to actually do this whole thing. Yeah, why did it give me frames 100 to 9? Sorry, 100 to 309. 399. Oh my god. That is frustrating. Let's try again. 1399. 1399. Okay. Oh. That's why. I mean, that shouldn't affect the viewport render, but let's assume it did. Why is the first 100 frames completely blank? What is going on here? This is annoying. Yeah. I'm not sure what it's doing. Whoa, that is not what I want to do. Okay. Yeah, that is not the plan. Oh Jesus. Right. Um uh, when and how did I change that? Oh, it's because I reconnected them. Right. Okay. So if I turn that off, it should work, right? No. What did I break? Oh my god, I broke something horrifically. Look at that sad little thing. Jesus. I had such a good thing going, and I broke it, and I don't even know how. Okay. Just give me that, okay? Oh, Jesus. Save as. I broke it. Okay. I'm so annoyed. Because I just got the damn thing working. Okay, so the issue was it ends up too low. But I don't know if I care that much. And we should get... Let's just put that at 400. We should get 400 frames of animation. Please. Because we should be able to match up. The tail from the second half. Because we just need that section. It's like 70 something frames. So do me a viewport render, please. Again. And done. Okay. Great. 100 to 399. Why? Is it could I have goddamn sequence run again? But even so, this should give me... I'm sorry, I'm just watching the output video. It seems to do what I needed it to. I am very confused. Because yet again, it's 100 to that, so it's not giving me the first 100. But everywhere is telling it to give me the first 100. What on earth am I doing wrong? No time stretching. Oh, that's fine. Why? I know it's slow, that's fine, just ignore it. I mean, it does give us what we need, but but why on earth can't I bloody have the first 100 frames of this animation? Like, that does give me what I needed to. So I get to have the entire thing. If I move this over 100, I even get to see the start of it. Except I don't. Right, because this needs to be down to 300. So, I mean, it's close enough. Yeah. Okay, so that works well enough. I don't know why the hell it didn't let me actually have that entire render though. That's very frustrating. Because now it says 300, but that was on purpose. Combi. And now, give me sequencer. Now, if I sequence render animation, what's it giving me? It is giving me 1 to 300, it says. Okay. Sorry, I keep forgetting you can't see the render screen. Okay, well it's done now. Excuse me. Ugh. Just gonna check this output file. Yeah, it works fine. Okay, and that one gave me the frames I expected to actually get, so that was nice. Okay, so that does work. I have no idea. Because if I play this, it plays all the way. I have no clue what was going on with that. Anyway, now what I do need is for this, actually give me, yeah, copy settings. This one is block out, nope, hold out, that's the word. Hold out, and you go in a new collection. Blocks. All on your very own. We get the holdout. You are now a holdout. Okay. What if I make you know? Oh, right. There's no lights and things. And lights. And background. And hero icon. Which is in the wrong place. And working. Oh, is it not? Yeah, the particles are over there, friend. Oh right, the hero icon doesn't actually isn't meant to move. That's fine. It is doing what it's supposed to do. Honestly, I kind of love how that looks with it being a bit transparent. It looks really cool. I really like that, to be honest. I gotta take a screen, share a screenshot of that because I really enjoy that. Yeah, I'm saving that one. I really should do a test render in color. But it looks like the particles are following. I mean, these are just points currently. I really need to actually do something with them. Because currently, like yeah, they are just points, aren't they? Hang on, let me come in here. Yeah, they are just points. So let's instance out points. Oh, a little icosphere with 2 levels of subdivision. Sure. Yep. And a radius of that. Damn it. Okay. Really? I can't do that? God damn it. Okay. Oh, it's crashing. Oh, it's crashing everything real. Hello? Oh man. Even my screenshot is struggling. I think it might come back to life if I give it a minute. So I'm gonna give it a minute. Oh, it's not doing good. It's not doing well at all. That's right, we'll give it a second. Okay, yeah, don't do that. Can I convince you to let me not do that anymore? Yeah, thank you. What was the error? Unsupported type mesh. Oh. Okay, do I need to do that afterwards then maybe? Before I do, I'm gonna save. Huh? No, it doesn't. What are you talking about? What on earth did I just do? Because it was nice and quick before. And it's definitely not now. Look how slow it got all of a sudden. Okay. Yeah, okay. I did try and take a screenshot before, but it didn't keep because everything started dying. Let me do it again. Let me get a screen snip. Oh, I preferred whatever frame it was on before. Yeah, that'll do. Let me get a pretty picture. Okay, let's go with that. Okay, I quite like that. I like the colouring. The colouring is quite simple. It's just I've distributed points on a big mesh circle out of frame above and instanced spotlights on it, and then used nodes in the shader to give them random colors. And highly reflective metallic on the ground with some funky normals to make it interesting and give some shiny lights and stuff. And I think it worked out nicely. I will want to do a version of this with far more particles. My original plan for it was kind of like more like sparks almost, rather than this sort of congealed goop smoke question mark. But I think that makes for pretty animation anyway. So yeah, I'm going to take a short break while I do a test render, and we will see how it looks. I'm going to render the entire thing, because I will say I do love, I've got like a bunch of emissions on the ball, so it gets you really nice reflections. I'm really pleased with the colours. How the colours came out here makes me very happy. I don't know if anyone's going to like it at all, but I think, colour-wise, this is one of the most beautiful things I've made in a long time. I really enjoy how it looks. So, yes, okay. I am going to set this going. So, let me... Yeah, because this is... Oh, I never... Oh, okay. This is the version where I never fixed the Geonodes not moving. Right, okay. Okay. So... So what I need to do is... Huh? Again, what the hell did I just do? That's annoying. I can't click and drag. It's the most frustrating thing. Okay. You all in a group. Currently, does it still work? Yes. Okay. Seems to. Yes. Okay, save incremental. Okay. And Ico says it's hero Ico. It is. Right, you follow Ico 1. Right. Okay. Right, so I just need Ico 1. Right, okay. Okay, ungroup. That's not what I need. Or is it? Actually, yeah, okay. Regroup. Exit group. Copy. Come in here. Because you're kind of working 2. You're kind of working 1. Paste. You're you. And you go into delete geometry, join geometry. Delete geometry, join geometry. Right, this has the same issue. Okay. Okay, so we get to 300. And 301, this is at 1. And stays at 1, so divide by 24, actually no, divide by group input. Oh, okay. Don't have that. Okay, we'll just do it manually. Divide by 24. And then frame divide by 24. Make sure we're still good. I think we're still good. Okay, and then we do subtract 300 frames, then divide by that, and put that in here. now if we do 100. Yeah, that's the acceptable level of movement. I'm not sure why everything shifts sideways a bit. But again, it's minor enough. If I need to just do a couple of things in layers, I definitely can. But it should be fine without. Yeah, there's no weird transition at 300, is there? No, it works as it should, basically. So that's nice. Okay. So, yes. Now, I will do that test render. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Set that back at 1. 1. 1. Save. Yeah, I do this at 15 samples just because it takes just too long. One post. Turn that off. Standard is fine. GPU, yeah, we have the cheap denoiser on. Okay, great. How long is this going to take per frame? Let me just check. Oh, hang on. I need to turn the background off. Sorry, on. Ground plane. Okay, let's try again. Okay. It is rendering. I will give you a lovely hold screen to look at. Excuse me. There you are. I will be back after a short break, and yes, I will see you soon. And it's only taking 6 to 10 seconds per frame, so I'll see you in about 300 seconds. Alright, back in a bit. God damn, the particles aren't rendering. Oh, I need to make them not be points, don't I? Okay. Bugger. No, I just have no particles again. What the hell did I do? A second ago, I had them. What changed? Ah, God damn it. Okay, there are particles there. Everything visible is renderable. Great. Let me put this back on for a second. Okay. So I think I need to make these not be points because they are not rendering. Okay, turn you off again. Oh no, they are rendering. Did I just have them turned off or something? Maybe I did. I don't know. Let me set this, render single layer, so it doesn't render twice for every single one. Now, early doors, there's not many particles because it doesn't have them yet. Um, yeah, we are seeing some particles. Yes. Okay, good. Alright, I'm going to go back to my break. Yeah, it is working. Lovely. Alright. I'm still kind of here, but I am just going to put the whole screen back on and mute myself so I can have a drink and a snack and, yeah. Okay, back in a while. Hello, I am here, just rendering. I am doing some talking. Okay, sweet. Thank you very much. No worries. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, where are we up to? We are almost halfway through our render. Let me switch it over, you can have a bit of a glance. It looks like this, which is not particularly impressive. But I think it'll be nice when it's done. You can't really see the particles, but I promise they're there. Every now and then you can see the hint of them. When they're in motion, it'll be better. I hope. because I can't run the simulation with color on to actually see how it looks. So when it's rendered, we will find out together what I've actually done and what needs changing. Because it's going to be pretty straightforward, I think. It just depends on how the particles look, really. In the little test renders, they look okay. But how they'll look in motion may be an entirely different subject. So we will see. I'm looking forward to finding out. Even if it's perfect, this will not be the final render, because I'm doing this at 15 samples, I think it was. Yeah, 15, with the cheap denoiser, just to get a quick render out. So I will definitely have to re-render it later, but there's no point doing a pretty render right now, because I may need to change things. The particles were briefly visible. There you go, you can see them. Because they are reflecting nicely with the light. So, yeah. I have no idea for audio on this. Because, I mean, what's the vibe? It's kind of creepy, kind of Feywild with the colours, kind of mechanical with the flat panels. I don't know what I'm doing for audio. Maybe a metallic tink for when it hits? I have the advantage this time of that tink being regular, so at least the keyframe, the audio frame, audio timing will be easy in comparison to most of them, because regardless of distance, it hits at a certain keyframe point, because I wrap the keyframes. That's what... that's what happens... Yeah, here and here. So each of these is a bounce. So at least, you know, using that same, like, this same number, I can just have, I mean, I won't have the same tink sound, but I can just have the spike on the same repeat keyframe, so that will make it easier to do. Yeah, I mean, I've got like kids piano tink, but I think that's going to be too light. I've got clanking, like metal clanking from the last little animation, but that's not going to be right. I've got heavy thuds from the last animation, but those aren't going to be right. I don't know. So I want kind of whimsical to kind of go with like the trailing particles. I mean, whimsy would work with the colors. I'm thinking a metallic kind of tink, like metal on stone, going dink, 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 sort of. But I have to find that. Because it can't be heavy. Because the animation itself is quite light. There's not a lot of weight behind the igosphere as it jumps around. So a quick, light percussion will do it. And yeah, maybe something whimsical and lightly magical, just as background sound. Because originally I was thinking more hard industrial, to go with like the scraping and the moving of the columns. But I'm not sure if that's right. I mean, it could be both. We can do some hard scraping industrial underneath, and then some whimsy on top. That's entirely feasible. With the light tinking, that is definitely an option. I'm really not sure. Yeah, time to check freesound, I think. Because I definitely want, like, a tink of metal on stone. Or metal on metal, I suppose. Although I imagine most of the metal on freesound is going to have reverb or similar, and I don't want reverb. Like, this is... I mean, the background is just black, but it's an amorphous space. So it may be infinitely large, but echo implies, or echo requires a wall. If it just goes on forever, there's no echo. So I can't really use these samples that have audible reverb, because that implies a wall. Whereas I just want, you know, amorphous infinite expanse. That's not, you know, that's not too much to ask, is it? So let me, sorry, rearranging myself. Let me have a look. Oh, my desk is a mess. Okay, I'm not currently sharing my desktop audio, am I? No, good, okay. I'm just gonna hit up free sound. Oh, pardon me. And, metal tink. Oh, I mean, there's a tink of metal on bottle, but that sounds like hitting a bottle. I don't think that works. Oh, I found pickaxe mining clank OWI. Might work, maybe. Yeah. Most of them are definitely just not right. There's a metal mortar and pestle sound that might be okay. One sound that could be good if it didn't repeat so quickly that I couldn't use it. One that would work if it wasn't 90% reverb. Oh, blade sounds on wood click, clank, tink might work. Another 40-ish frames, not too bad. Oh, that sound made me just very uncomfortable. Iron hitting concrete. No, it's full of dragging noises. I really should just start making my own foley to be quicker than going through Freesound. But Freesound's great though. Sword mute hits for tapping might work. 40 more frames. Ooh, metal rail meets stick might actually be kind of good. It'll need to be combined with something else, but it has potential. Ooh, small metallic bell tinking might be nice for background. And wind chimes metallic tinking might also be good for background. Okay. We have some potential. Time to open a new text document and start downloading all of these sounds. Okay. Attribution text. I do find it amusing with Freesound if you aren't logged in and you open a bunch of different tabs. It will still say, please log in to download, but if you click log in to download, it just downloads for you. I like that they've done that. I'm not sure how it works, but I appreciate it. It makes it way less painful than opening 20 different tabs and then going, oh, I wasn't logged in first. Yeah. It'll say you need to log in, but when you click download, it will recognize that actually you already are, and that's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, great. I've only got, I think, 8 sounds for this. There's only 4 or 5 pages of metal tink sounds, but maybe that will be enough. We will find out. Oh right, it's 400, sorry, we have another 100 frames. I forgot, I added the extra 100 frames on the end. I spent like an hour doing that so that it completes the particle animation. That's fine. Yeah, that was frustrating. Okay. I've got a handful of little metal tinks, which may be good enough. I'm not sure. I may need to do another look. And some little like bell noises for the background. What about magic ambiance? Do we have anything for that? No, that's not right. Nope. Nope. So I'm just listening to a whole bunch of samples and trying to figure out if one of them is good. Oh, floating in the midnight breeze might be good. That one's not good for this, but it might be good for something else. Every now and then I save things just in general because they're good. Dreams.wav might be interesting. No. I love this description of this sound. It's called Journey to the Interweb, a big extreme sound design experiment bordering on the criminal, but only in the artistic sense. Yeah, I have no idea how I would use it, but I do love that sound. I love the description even more. Flying castle ambience. Another 50 frames. Then I can start making notes on what needs changing. So many magic ambient sounds are so loud and sharp. I want soft magical ambience, not sharp magical ambience. Anyway, I found a few half decent ones, so let me get some more attributions and downloads. It's a good way to kill time while I'm test rendering. And I do appreciate on Freesound, the file names are actually connected to the attributions. Because there have been times when I have actually forgotten to copy an attribution. But you can just go on Freesound and look up the title of the name of the audio file. And then you have it. And it's very convenient. It's something that does not happen everywhere. So I appreciate that it happens on Freesound. Okay. Now some of these are definitely not for this project, but just have a lot of potential. So I'm getting them anyways. Oh, excuse me. I shouldn't be that tired, but I am. Okay. Oh, 20 more, that's not too terrible. And then we can start going through this audio as well. Just doing a little bit of file management. just to at least put the audio into the audio file so I can find it again. Move here. Lovely. Okay. Oh, we're 6 off. Okay. See, the particles are looking really cool at this point. Like, how good they look really just depends on where it's moved recently. And yeah, I really like how it looks at around frame 398. I think it looks cool. Okay, and we will be done momentarily. Alright, well, it looks less cool now. They're so big. I'm gonna have to change it. I'm gonna need quite a few more particles. And maybe make half of them smaller quicker. Because I really wish in like this band here, some of them were already super tiny. So what I might do, let me just save incremental again. What I might do is when we come in here and do this, okay. Random. Nope. Random value, Boolean, 50%. No, let's say 75 stays big. You lot stay. Oh. Oh, hang on. No, that's fine. That's fine. You lot stay big. You lot to maybe 1.5. Actually, let's just say 1. Yeah, let's go 0.1. And then join. Does that do what I want? I think it makes them too small too fast, but I don't hate the idea. So let's do that. Oh, that should be 0.75. I think it is working, because like this one up here is quite small. What if I do... I do think that's working. Okay, 165. Bitter tail, loads of tiny bits. And if I just do that, and we get to 165 again. Back to 165. Oops. I do think it made a difference. Maybe it didn't. Honestly, I don't even know. I imagine it had to make a difference, right? Legitimately, I can't tell. Well, I should actually look at the animation that finished. Honestly, I think it looks cool. I think it looks really cool. I really love how it looks. This might be my favorite thing I've made. Yeah, I'm not sure which is which in this, honestly. Okay, let's go 165, and this is with theoretically different sized ones, and then I'll do it again with same sized ones, and we'll just see if there's any visual difference. Okay, 7. Now, I probably have to rerun the animation. Let's just do that. Oh, you can see the difference. Okay. Thing is, that's not actually what I want. That's just making some of them start smaller, which I realize is exactly what I told it to do. What I actually want is slight variation on this. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. You in here. Starting at 0.2 is fine, I think. I might change it later, but I'm going to keep it for now. And then here we separate geometry. Oh, we can't though. No, we can. I think we can. This might break, I'm not sure. If we separate geometry, go for the 50-50 as before. Selection there. Invert there. Except... really, it adds? Okay, let's just go with it. Oh yeah, of course, because we reverse it with the map range. There. So give you 0.0075. Teeny little bit. Then we will join you and put this in here. Oh, it does not appreciate this. Oh, because it's doing it twice. Hang on. No, that just makes some of them stick around way longer. Okay, so go the other way, 0.03. And it should make about half of them disappear really quickly, I believe. Let's get back. Was it 165 we did that test at? Hang on. Yeah, 165. Okay, so let's do that again. And we'll see how they compare. If they're any different. Well, they're a bit different. It's definitely skinnier at the end. There's just less of them. I don't necessarily think it's better. No, I don't think it's better. Okay. Yeah, I think the only thing I'm going to have to play with is just the the density and point count. Although this is really whimsical as hell. Yeah, so yeah, we'll just stick with this. This will be fine. Okay, let's have a look at the video. Not that we'll be able to actually like view it in real time, most likely, but I mean, if we let it render, we will. This one. And we will do this. And then minus 300, right? Oh, what is that shift? Okay. I need to fix those lights. I didn't even think about that. God damn it. Okay. It's going really well. We can watch the first 100 frames at speed. There you go. See, I love this. I think this is really good. I'm really happy with it. But that light shift... The little flashes and stuff is fine. But that shift there... That cannot stand. The little flashes... I think almost give it a stop motion kind of vibe. But that shift is terrible. Okay. So, the rotation of the circle also needs to do that. Okay. That should be fine. That's a pretty straightforward rotation. It's just, honestly, out of sight. Didn't even think about it. Hide that for a second. Yeah, see, I didn't even update it. Okay. Which means I have to re-render the entire thing, but that's fine. Okay, so now, if we go... is there that hitch there? Oh, I did it in Geonodes. That's why. Okay. Handle type vector. Hopefully that's better. I just don't want to slow down and speed up again. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Because that way, it's the same rotation if we go back into Geonodes. 322 is 25.2. Yeah, okay, that's what it needs to be. Because the last 100 frames have to be basically a perfect duplication of the first 100 frames. That's the only way the loop works, is if everything is exactly the same in the last 100 frames. Because I'm just going to be straight replacing, like in here, this will just be 300. And so the entire thing will go here. So, aside from the fact it's buffering like crazy, it should loop nicely. Yeah, so ignore the terrible lighting shift. I'm going to just let it buffer. And then we can start playing with some music. Oh my gosh. My phone keeps beeping at me. Oh man. Okay, now we're getting some real time. Yeah, it has a lot of character, I think. I really enjoy this one. The colors make me happy. Okay, Okay. I wish it wouldn't catch like that. Okay, well let's put sequencing back on. And cut there, and cut there. Which I don't think I need to do whatsoever, but I'm going to anyway. Get rid of those, and then I am going to... I'm just going to export this again, just the sequencer version. Render animation. It renders so much quicker than it previews. Like, if you can render it that quick, why don't you preview it that quick? I know it works differently, but still. Okay. Now, I make a new one. Brand new file. I've started doing this for sequencing work because I've realized that it still runs the simulations even if you're not actually rendering from them. So yeah, now I make a clean file to add the video to. It's still slow as heck. Sequencer is so slow. It is so painfully slow. Like, I find ways around it and stuff, but God, it's painful. But it's at least less painful in a new file. So look how different that is. That's so much nicer. Oh, I should have done this first. Let me re-add that. Oops, wrong one. Sequence. Yeah, see, even without buffering, it's so quick in a new file. I hate that lighting shift, but I'm just gonna have to ignore it. It'll be fixed in the re-render. We just got to go with it for now and just pretend we don't see it. Because that shift really... In slow motion you don't notice it, but when it's sped up it's just like... It feels like an entire scene shift. Okay. So that is that. Let me save this before I do anything else. Ball bouncing on cubes. Sequencer file. Great. Okay. We don't have too many noises. This is all of my metal tinks and magical sounds. Let's just start breaking these up, making them slightly more accessible. Oh, apparently my stream's dying. I wonder if my stream is still on. My preview is loading, but I mean, OBS says it's fine. Maybe it's just my viewing of my stream is dying. I'm going to assume it's fine. This one might be good. Just need to cut it maybe here before it gets too into the moment. Oh, that start and end is terrible, but I can work on that. I like the background sound, but the start and end definitely need fixing. But it has potential, so it can stay. What's this one? It's quite loud wind chimes. I think it's probably too much. Maybe if it's quiet enough it won't be too bad. I'm not sure. I have mixed feelings. I'm gonna leave that one to the side for now. Oh look, my stream came back. That's nice. Okay. That one is cool, but not for this. That's a cool little loop, but I don't think it works for this project. I mostly like it because the beat of this loop is the same speed as this. So it's quite nice because it changes key on the bounce. I don't know if the vibes are right, but I'm going to keep it anyway. I can always get rid of it later. But it's a nice little loop. Little do 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 do. It's cute. I mean, it sounds better than that, obviously. Okay, this is a little bell sound, but then it turns into an awful noise. No, that's terrible. Okay, this bit of that is nice. The rest of it is not suitable. That might go some ways to making the intro and exit of that one better. Maybe, I'm not sure. Oh god, pardon me. This one fits nicely. This is super relaxing. Super soft. Oh, I really hate that it's got some music-y music that starts just at this point here. Oh, actually, it's okay. No, that's all right. It'll need some messing around with, but I think I like it. Yeah, this one can stay. Is any of the rest of this any good? I think it's a bit too musical. Yeah, it gets a bit too musical, I think. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, right. Those two I've already done. That's the cute little bell. This one is metal hitting something. Ugh, no. Oh. The first one, definitely not. The first one sounds like a metal rail being hit by a stick. But the other ones, maybe. Let's try this. No, absolutely not. Sounds way too hollow. I mean, this might be a hollow ball with light inside of it, but no. Maybe for background, but probably not. Like this one. That's a fun little audio loop. I like that one. That one is getting used somewhere. The wind chimes, less so. What else do we have that needs testing out? These ones. Come down here, my pretties. Let me see what you sound like. Okay, some chunks of this, absolutely yes. Yeah, yeah. Get rid of you. No, that one sounds bad. No. Maybe that might work. That might work. Oh my gosh. And you. Nope. Okay, that little, those little hits might be useful. What about this one? In combination, this one might work. It's very, very shallow and sharp, but with enough layering, it might be useful enough, so we'll keep it for now. This one's even better. Like this at 1% and this at maybe 20, that might be good. I think that's all of them. Yes. Okay, so you, and you are all little chinky sounds, and you I think you were as well, right? Yeah. I don't think I like that one. Anyway. Then we have this one, which was right. That's like light, dreamy, sort of meditation music. It's kind of the vibe. I think it works though. I don't know, maybe it doesn't. I'm going to act as if it does, and treat it as if I'm going to use it, but I might not end up using it. I'm not sure. How? What's that, like 8? Okay. Well, let's give it a solid 10 and fade from there. How does that sound? I'm tempted to put my desktop audio on for you, but I think most people dislike hearing the same 10 seconds of music 1,000 times more than me. Okay, that cuts off way too quickly. Jeez. Yeah, I was wrong about that fade. That fade is awful. That fade is worse than useless. How about that? That sounds terrible. That's kind of better. It's not great. Ah. Oh, goodness me. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. Okay, these two here do not work well together. They clash something terrible. Right, I cannot have that going to there. Because that last little bit of music ruins it. Okay, so... okay, fade from there and fade to there. Yeah, maybe. I'm really not sure about that. I like both of these, but they do not work together. It is one or the other for sure. No, that one's too loud and modern. Okay, what if we use this one as our start and end? I like this one, but it really takes over. No, just let me drag the damn timeline. For fuck's sake, it's so annoying. Okay. Oh, no, it screwed me up and everything. Why is this ending at 250? Oh, because it's default. Shit. I've been editing for the wrong time. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Yeah, I've been cutting everything down for 250 frames, and it's a 300 frame animation. Shit. Okay. This works, but it needs something else towards the end. What if I start that earlier? No. Yeah, that's better. What was this one? I'm so not convinced by the background sound, honestly. That one just has to go. I think it doesn't work at all. What if I turn that one off? Yeah, that one's adding nothing. Okay. These three I think I like. Oh, I like the vibe, but it does not fit. See, these two both, I really enjoy them, but it doesn't match the ambience. So they can live over there. No. What about you? What do you have going for you? No. Pardon me, that does not fit the vibe at all. Then I think it's just a combination of hits. So... again, could be useful, but I don't know. The hitting sounds aren't great. They're too light and too sharp. I may have to come back to it. Just have some more poking around for a while and see what I can find. Because I really love the visual of this. And currently I think the audio as is letting it down. I'm so on the ambience. But the SFX, like the more Foley aspects definitely aren't working. So I think they need to have a real think about what kind of sound this makes. Because a little chink, chink is not playing as I thought it would. And it can't be some gargantuan thud. I mean, I have stuff hitting other stuff sounds from previous projects. Let me just have a quick flick through that before I decide to sign off for the night. What do I have? I don't have a huge library, but I've got a few things. And I've got Metal Hit's Glass Synthesize. I've used that before a few times. It doesn't fit this at all. What does this sound like again? Honestly, that loop might work. I mean, that's a possibility, to be honest. What have I got by way of scrapes and things? Heavy book, garage handle, scraping and clunking large stone. No, those are all way too heavy. I used those very recently, and they are too heavy. No. Okay, I need to have a think, I think. We have potential. I really love the visuals. But I don't know what kind of sound that thing makes when it hits the metal floor? I will need to think about it some more. I'm really not sure. Yeah, alright. I'm going to call this stream for now. And, yes. Thank you for joining me. I will be around again soon. Bye bye for now.